Okay, let's just jump right into this explainer. I want you to completely forget about the giant predators for a second. Seriously, forget the lions, no crocodiles, absolutely zero polar bears today. Today, we're going tiny.
Wait, exactly how small are we talking here?
I'm talking small enough that one of these contestants can fit comfortably right in the palm of your hand, and the other one basically looks like this tiny, elegant little silver ball with wings.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this already sounds incredibly adorable.
Oh, trust me, it is not going to stay adorable for long. We've got a completely hypothetical, action-packed matchup lined up for you. Down on the ground, representing the mammals, we have the Campbell's Dwarf Hamster. And, watching from above, our aerial challenger, the silver Java Sparrow.
Wait, seriously? Are you telling me we're doing a hamster versus a bird?
You heard me. We've got one tiny rodent and one tiny bird. Ground speed and teeth going head-to-head against flight and a beak. So, right now, before we even give you a single biological fact, we want you, yes you watching, to pick a side. Are you team Dwarf Hamster or are you team Java Sparrow?
Oh, I don't even need to think about this for a second. I am taking the Java Sparrow 100%.
Just because it can fly?
Yes, because it can fly. That is a massive biological advantage and honestly, a pretty rock-solid reason if you ask me.
Well, we're going to see about that. Now, you really have to look past the visual deception at play here. When you compare these two, you can't just look at the surface. The hamster actually has a super dense, compact mammalian body. We're talking muscle and bone packed really tightly together.
And the Java Sparrow? Because it looks pretty round and chunky to me. I'd call it elegantly plump.
Round and elegantly chunky, sure, I'll give you that. But remember, feathers add a ton of volume without actually adding much weight. So underneath all that fluff is a completely lightweight, hollow bone flying frame. We are dealing with two totally different biological designs here, which means we're going to see completely different fighting strategies.
So, let's set the scene. Just imagine a large, enclosed garden. Soft earth, some scattered rocks, maybe a few low branches. The dwarf hamster is moving through the grass, just sniffing around. Then, out of nowhere, flap, the Java Sparrow lands nearby. The hamster instantly freezes.
I feel like right now they're both just staring at each other thinking, what even are you?
Oh, probably. The bird hops forward, the hamster rises up on its hind legs. Then the bird flaps, lands right behind it, and before the hamster can even track where it went, boom, peck, the bird strikes. The hamster just completely jumps backward.
Yes, what did I tell you? Classic hit and run.
The bird pecks again, hops sideways. The hamster lunges, but it just snaps at empty air because the sparrow is already airborne again.
Oh man, this is looking really, really good for Team Java Sparrow. You're just way too slow, hamster. Well, right now, yes, because the bird is completely controlling the distance. But hold on, the hamster hasn't even used its secret weapon yet. You have to remember, hamsters are rodents, and they come equipped with continuously growing incisors.
Oh, right. So that's why my pet hamster used to chew on absolutely everything in its cage?
Exactly. Food, wood, cardboard, you name it. They literally have to gnaw on things because those front teeth never stop growing. Now, obviously, they aren't designed specifically for hand-to-hand combat, but if a terrified dwarf hamster bites another small animal, the damage can be absolutely severe.
Okay, wow, that actually changes things quite a bit. That makes the stakes very real here. Because for my bird, there's one absolute non-negotiable rule in this matchup. Do not get bitten. If the sparrow gets caught in those teeth, it is absolutely a game-over scenario.
But hey, let's not ignore the sparrow's hardware either. Just look at this biological weapon. Java sparrows are seed eaters, right? So they have this thick, incredibly strong, conical beak that's built specifically to crack open hard seeds and grains.
So it's basically walking around with a pair of built-in pliers on its face.
Exactly. And in the fight, that beak functions as a lightning-fast striking weapon. The bird doesn't need to grapple or wrestle. It can just peck, retreat, peck, retreat. It can inflict serious damage and instantly move right back out of range.
So audience, let's pause for a second. Which biological weapon would you rather have if you were thrown into this fight? The devastating, powerful incisors of the hamster, which require you to get right up close and personal, or the thick, striking beak of the sparrow, backed up by the power of flight?
You better lock in your choices right now because the momentum of this story is about to shift completely.
Okay, back to the action. The Java Sparrow lands again. But something is totally different this time. The hamster doesn't chase it.
Wait, what is it doing?
It's just waiting, perfectly patient. The sparrow hops a little closer. Nothing. Another hop. Still nothing. The tension here is insane.
The bird pecks, the hamster jerks back, the bird follows up for another peck, and suddenly, snap! The hamster unleashes a terrifying surprise attack. It lunges forward the exact millisecond the bird gets too close.
Whoa, no way. The Java Sparrow violently explodes upward. The hamster's teeth completely miss the main body, but they catch a huge mouthful of feathers. The bird is beating its wings frantically. Feathers pull free, and the sparrow just miraculously escapes to a branch up above. Both animals just freeze.
Okay, my heart is literally pounding right now. That was way too close. The hamster literally has feathers sticking out of its mouth.
So, let me ask you, and everyone watching, would you change your prediction right now? Are you still completely confident in Team Java Sparrow?
I mean, yes, I am, but I'm not gonna lie, my confidence just completely flew away with those feathers. That was absolutely terrifying.
And honestly, that moment brilliantly illustrates a really crucial biological reality for this specific matchup.
This is not a Syrian hamster fight.
Right, because a Syrian hamster would be way, way bigger.
Exactly.
A Syrian hamster would have a massive weight advantage over the bird and could probably just pin it straight to the ground. But a Campbell's dwarf hamster doesn't have that overwhelming mass. It can't just rely on its weight to win. So for the dwarf hamster to pull this off, it absolutely must secure a clean, precise bite. And as we just saw, getting a clean bite on a highly mobile flying opponent is incredibly difficult.
Okay, so the sparrow realizes it needs to change tactics. It starts flying low, just passing overhead. It lands, pecks, the hamster lunges, and the bird just easily jumps sideways. The mobility on this thing is just ridiculous. But then, the bird makes a critical spatial error. It pecks, the hamster backs up, the bird follows, pecks again.
Uh-oh.
The bird inadvertently backs the hamster right up against a rock. It's completely cornered.
The bird hops in closer for one more peck, and the cornered hamster just launches forward like a spring. Contact!
No way, it actually caught it. The hamster grabs hold of the bird. The sparrow's wings just explode open. Flap, flap, flap. It is absolute chaos. The hamster is desperately trying to maintain its grip, while the Java Sparrow is literally fighting for its life, pecking viciously right toward the hamster's face, once, twice.
The hamster jerks away. The bird is just kicking and twisting everywhere.
For a terrifying second, neither animal can get free. The hamster tries to bite down again, but the bird twists its body, striking its beak right at the hamster's head. The hamster releases. Flap. The Java Sparrow miraculously breaks the grip and gets airborne.
Yes, it escaped. Wow, both animals have definitely taken some damage here, but the fight is still going.
Okay, audience, be completely honest with us. When the hamster grabbed the bird, did you switch teams? And when the bird broke free, did you switch back? That was such a wild swing in momentum. At the very start, the bird looked completely untouchable. Then the hamster nearly ended the whole thing twice. This is an absolute roller coaster of a matchup. I am sticking with the Java Sparrow for sure. My bird just learned something incredibly crucial. Do not stay close. We are now entering the climax of this story, the final confrontation. The hamster leaves the safety of the rock. The bird is just watching from above. The hamster accelerates, but the bird just takes off. The bird circles, dives back down, pecks. The hamster snaps, miss. The hamster lunges, miss again.
You can see the hamster is getting completely exhausted. It just cannot establish contact.
It's charging repeatedly, but the highly mobile sparrow is quite literally just dancing around it.
But wait, the Java Sparrow lands a little too close. The hamster charges. The bird hesitates for just a fraction of a second and snap. Caught again.
No! And this time the hamster has an even tighter grip.
The Java Sparrow beats its wings frantically. The hamster is holding on so tight. The bird pecks, forces the hamster to shift its position, and the sparrow violently twists its body. The hamster goes in for another bite, but the bird kicks away, and suddenly, one wing is free.
Flap!
The hamster's grip slips. The Java Sparrow pulls away and launches into the air once more. Just a desperate, completely successful struggle. But instead of leaving, the bird turns around and comes right back. It strikes, peck. The exhausted hamster recoils. Another quick strike. The hamster turns away. The teeth close on empty hair again and again.
The hamster just retreats toward cover. It is totally gassed. It's no longer advancing. The confrontation is finished. And look, here is exactly how my team won with a perfectly biologically driven winning strategy. Step 1. Exploit your superior mobility to dictate the entire engagement. Step 2. Stay just outside that fatal biting distance. And Step 3. Land quick, hit-and-run strikes to completely exhaust your ground-bound opponent.
Wow. Okay, you know what? I'll admit it. That was definitely not the ending I expected when we started this.
Say it.
Come on, do I really have to?
Yes, you do. Say it.
Fine. Eventually, mobility decided the confrontation. Because the dwarf hamster lacked a massive weight advantage, catching the bird didn't automatically end the fight. The sparrow was able to dictate when to engage, attack, escape, and attack again. The silver Java Sparrow takes this one.
Team Java Sparrow! Woohoo!
Okay, please stop celebrating directly next to my microphone.
But hey, let's ground this back in biology for a second. Does a Java Sparrow always defeat a dwarf hamster? Absolutely not. You have to consider the variables. What if this fight happened in a tiny enclosed space where the bird couldn't fly properly?
Oh, the advantage swings dramatically back to the hamster.
Exactly. Or what if the bird had an injured wing? Or what if we had an unusually large dwarf hamster against a particularly small sparrow? Any of those things completely reverses the outcome. One successful solid hamster bite really could have ended it instantly.
And we have to make this incredibly clear to everyone watching. This is just a hypothetical explainer. These animals should never, ever actually be forced into a scenario to test this out.
Right. A hamster's bite could seriously injure or even kill a small bird, and a panicked bird could definitely injure the hamster. Honestly, panic alone is dangerous for small birds. We are just exploring biology through a fun story, not an actual experiment. Please keep your pets safe and separated.
All right, audience, we want to hear from you down below. Did you honestly expect a tiny bird and a tiny hamster to produce such an insanely complicated and thrilling matchup?
Let us know your final team allegiances. Were you Team Dwarf Hamster, or did you ride it out with Team Silver Java Sparrow?
And most importantly, who should fight next? Leave your suggestions for our next tiny, action-packed animal battle explainer.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.